what's going on, everybody? It's your Uncle EJ, always your mother's brother and your grandmother's good-looking son and your grandmother's good-looking son. K.O.T.D, Grand Prix, Frak, Dizaster. What happened? Why is K.O.T.D genius? You know, these things you can find out right after this. Monty!
EJ, always. We rock with you long ways all day. Representing that wave gang. And y'all all know what's that wave thing. Logged up to the block down. Got the intro for the fans now. So subscribe now. Hit the like too. For the 1-9 like I'm Juju. Your mother's brother. And your grandmother's good looking son. And your grandmother's.
Okay. Frak versus Dizaster. Uproar, hoopla. La da 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 da. We're going to get to that. First, what I want to tell you about. I have a new channel with Delicate Jewel called Opposite Sides. That's Opposite Sides with a Z. What we will be discussing on this channel is adult conversation topics for big boys and big girls, probably over the age of 25. So if you're younger than that, probably not going to be your channel. Not going to be discussing battle rap topics. Totally different type of vibe. But anyway, if you want to get your big boy discussion on, come over to the Opposite Side channel. Your boy will be representing the men very well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not MGTOW, but I feel where y'all coming from. I'm not completely red pill, but I feel where y'all coming from. You know what I'm saying? The pill's got a whole bunch of red in it, though. It's not completely red. You know what I'm saying? It's got a whole bunch of red in it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Brill215. But y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to represent well from my side of the perspective. And I'm sure Jewel will try to do her thing from her side. It won't work. But either way, check out the channel. The link will be in the description. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be dropping new shows in October. One show a week. There's already one up. And I'll also put a trailer at the end of this video so I can kind of check out what we're doing. But anyway, Frak versus Dizaster. Why is K.O.T.D a genius? Let's see. The Grand Prix, $50,000 tournament on Twitch. Lots of hoopla. But I watched the Saint versus Pretty Reese battle. Very good battle. Saint, I felt like got that. Pretty Reese did her thing though. Steph definitely did her damn thing. But here's the thing. Today, instead of people blogging and dropping several blogs about Norbs and URL or Summer Madness 10, they're blogging about K.O.T.D and Frak versus Dizaster. Ain't that crazy? That's genius. That is marketing genius. You couldn't want for him. You couldn't want for more. Did they do it on purpose? I don't know. I don't get into that deep of the conspiracy stuff, but who knows? This is not, you know what I'm saying? It's not illegal for them to fix their judging station. Anyway, regardless of that, it's genius. You want to know why it's so much genius? There's so much genius because today I sit here blogging about Frak versus Dizaster K.O.T.D Grand Prix. There's going to be another edition of the tournament next week. We are getting battle rap out of the ears as battle rap fans. And I ain't even seen the battle yet. I ain't seen it. My bad. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. But this ain't a recap. This is me telling you K.O.T.D is genius. King of the Dot is genius. You couldn't have wanted it. Couldn't have asked for it better. You couldn't have asked for it better. Not at all. Not at all. Now, from everything that I hear, 3-0 Frak. So that means it's probably a 2-1. But still Frak. Because when people are saying clear, and a lot of people are saying clear, when people are in an uproar on Twitter, and now Frak's views and all his social media content has gone up even higher. Wow, that's amazing how that happened, right? Isn't that amazing? Doesn't matter what the publicity is. All you got to do is have the name out there. All you got to do is have people dropping 3 or 4 blogs about it. You know what I'm saying? Genius. Absolute genius. So next week, like I said, I'll be tuning in to watch. Now, me, myself, I was already going to cover a lot of it because Jay Murder's in it. Show Off's in it. The East Coast, that's going to be lit for Wave Game. You see what I'm saying? But I was not finna Frak versus Dizaster. That was finna be a wash. We thought that was finna be a wash. Now I have to go back and watch this battle and come back and tell you who I thought won, whether everybody was over the top. You know what I'm saying? Now, shout out to K.O.T.D. He felt a kind of way because people was coming at K.O.T, and people don't know who he is in some places, but the man is well respected on the West Coast. And it's not an attack on K.O.T or even a personal attack on the judges, even though some of these idiots that be in the comment section seem to make it that way. But bloggers were on the head of the URL when the judging was bad. Bloggers were on the heels like Piper Boy, Angry Fan, DME Detroit. They were all over URL doing Ultimate Madness, just like they are on K.O.T.D. But they adjusted as it got progressed. It got better. So it's not an attack on K.O.T or K.O.T or the West Coast per se. Even though some of the comments, come on. You know how the BRC is. Don't take that from me. Some of these dudes, come on. Some of these women, come on. But equally, they were on URL's head. You know what I'm saying? But your URL adjusted and shifted. So K.O.T.D can't do anything about the Frak Dizaster battle now. Dizaster is clearly ahead. You know what I mean? Dizaster is clearly moved ahead, is what I meant to say. So now you just adjust and move forward and continue with the publicity that you have now. Now you have an uproar and you have emotion out of people, whether they're mad, happy, defensive, offensive. They're engaged. So salute to you. And like I said, y'all make sure y'all go check out the Opposite Sides show.
This is another route that could have been taken. And if I were the director, and I know everybody's different, like I said, I preface this with I do not have the answers. But I do know that what happened, this ain't it. I do know that much. So one thing that I would, if I were the director, I would consider casting people who are actually grown, get grown women that maybe look younger than their actual age, and have them play in the film, but put a disclaimer in the beginning so that the audience will know every woman in this video is above the age of 18, so we won't feel, weirded out by it. Because then as adults, as the audience, we might be able to look at it and say, okay, you know what, this is still sick, and we know that exploitation is taking place in our communities. However, we have that buffer there to let us know that, okay, well, these are grown women. They're grown women, they're acting, they're playing a part. There's a different tone of sickness that comes over you when you realize that these are young girls, like real legit young girls, 11 and 12 years old.
I'm gonna show you a write-up of the screen scenes. And now imagine this is two-dimensional. You know what I mean? This isn't the scene itself, this is just what's in it. Mm-hmm. These are other scenes from the movie's Cuties. In one scene, two male security guards stop the girls, and one girl says, quote, "But we're dancers. We have a dance competition to get to," and proceeds to twerk for him. He lets them go. Another scene, the four girls are practicing for the competition. The scene includes them repetitively holding and smacking each other behind while they twerk and pulling each other's clothing. Another scene, one girl takes a photo of her vagina and posts it online. Another scene, a 5-year-old girl takes a turn at webcam porn. Another scene, a young girl tries to take a photo of a schoolboy's penis. In another scene, a girl takes a used condom and blows it up. There's still no excuse. Like, if my daughter looks up something on YouTube or on TikTok that's inappropriate that she's not supposed to be looking at, that doesn't then become an excuse that, well, she's seen something she shouldn't look at, so let her do it all the time. No, that's not what you do. You know what I'm saying? There could have been so many learning opportunities without doing the film this way.
In her own words, basically, she said that a lot of people who have found fault with this film have not even watched it, and I pray that they just give it a chance and watch it. Okay, so this is my thing. A trailer, when you watch a trailer of a film, that trailer is supposed to reel you in. that trailer is like a teaser. It gives you just enough for you to say, you know what, I'm gonna watch that. It look like it's gonna be action packed. It look like it's gonna be this. It look like it's gonna be good. It look like it's gonna be a good romance. Whatever the case may be, it reels you in. So if you watch a trailer or clips and it makes you uncomfortable, what makes you think people are going to want to watch an hour or 2 hour long movie where it's just completely uncomfortable?
I know this isn't the way to make me aware, to make me support anything that she does in the future. And it's a way that makes me feel like that there are people that are, for less of a term, borderline pedophiles at Netflix. And if this flies as art to y'all, I don't know what to say about y'all's character and your moral turpitude.
Don't just give us your ass to kick and say, well, my art, deal with it. No, babe, you're not doing that. You're not doing it. And you're definitely not going to get people to watch the film if they've already told you, hey, the trailer, the little clips that you guys are releasing, that in and of itself is enough to make us boycott Netflix. And you want to come out and you want to stand behind it? So you are letting us know that you don't care about the consumer. You do not care about how we feel about it. You do not care about how the masses perceive what you have filmed and put out. And I understand it's your art. But if your art is making everybody or a lot of people extremely uncomfortable, it might be something you need to consider.
You want to spin it now and say that, Sin, I think you made a movie that you knew was going to be shock value, that you knew was going to be risque, that you knew was going to get a lot of reaction from, and you knew what would be that it would get an outcry, and that's exactly what you were looking for. So
it's borderline clout chasing. It comes off as borderline clout chasing. People doing whatever just to get a buzz about them. They want conversations surrounding whatever it is that they're doing. They want the likes, they want the hearts, they want the comments, they want the millions of views, but it's all for clout.
How did any child benefit from this movie? Are you giving the proceeds of the movie away to help, children who are abused or victims of pedophilia or child molestation? How does anything that you're doing help children? And then even if it does, what you did is help feed monsters with the mess that you put out. Because regardless of how you want to interpret it, someone else may look at it as something else. I mean, someone else can just look at the old Sears catalog and the panties and bras and have a field day. So if you're talking about somebody that's a pedophile or a child molester or someone who commits sexual crimes against children, they'll see this. They don't care about your message.
Right.
So y'all can see Jewel get killed on all her points that she brings up for femininity and the feminist movement and whatever it happens to be. Like, we might even disagree on water being wet on one day, just so I can show y'all how nice I am with the debate skills. Either way, tune in and watch. Tune in and watch. I tell you, Jewel, you're gonna get boy bot.
Monty, EJ, always. We rock with you long ways all day. Representing that wave gang. And y'all all know what's that wave thing. Logged up to the block down. Got the intro for the fans now. So subscribe now. Hit the like too for the 1-9 like I'm Juju. Your mother's brother. And your grandmother's good looking son.